During our time talking about the deviants, I have been speaking about them from a pseudo-subjective point of view, but I realized that I haven't clarified which among them are my own personal favorites. And while I'm certain many of you could guess at least one of my top 3 favorite deviants, one of them may surprise you. The Black Flame King, Dreadking Rathalos. Not a single soul was surprised to see this beast got a slot on the deviant list, and while its changes couldn't be any simpler, it just works for me. Its much darker color palette with the crimson scales, darker spikes, and golden flame pattern in its wings works just so well. Dreadking is a true king among kings, standing tall with some of the strongest versions our glorious mascot has gotten over the years. A Dreadking Rathalos, on top of having one of the coolest names for a deviant, is best described as Rathalos Plus, as it possesses all of the amplified strengths one would expect of a Rathalos deviant, but notably discards all of its weaknesses. But what sets them apart and makes them even more of a nightmare for hunters is that they stay true to their favorite strategy of always being in the air and raining fire down upon you. Here's why that sucks even more. First off is that their fireballs have been replaced with what are essentially lava balls. Sounding scary enough, especially if you've seen Elden Ring's magma damage, just god that's broken. But no, when this ball of lava lands and comes into contact with the air, it lingers for a moment, and I have seen more than my fair share of hunters standing right next to it thinking that it got lucky and it just missed, only to then reenact that scene from Terminator 2 once it explodes in a massive area. Now, some of you might be jumping straight to that comment section to say, well, just flash bomb them out of the sky and hit them while they're on the ground. Yeah, that doesn't work. Somehow they have gained an immunity to flash bombs, and the only way to make that work is to first break their wings. So all of my melee hunters out there really need to make the most of the time when he lands. Felling one of these wyverns is a serious undertaking, but well worth it, because you get to make one of my favorite armor sets in the game. It's an easy top 10. The weapons are also great, keeping the changes simple but very effective to show that they came from Dreadking. My personal picks are the Dark Flame Lord Greatsword and the Firewalt's Edge Sword and Shield. Dreadking has been my favorite Rathalos version for a very long time, but that was cemented in my first playthrough of Stories 2. I found one in a random den, and since then, he hasn't let me down when I needed him. And if you're curious, I named him Dante.